Hey folks, looky here. Looky here, looky here what we're doing. We're going to wash these pickles up. And we are going to cut them up because you see these? See these pickles? They are too dadgum big. And you know what we got to do here? Another little secret. If you will cut the blossom end off of your cucumber, that will help them stay crunchy. Just so you know. Just so you know. If you cut the blossom end off, that'll help them stay crunchy. Also pickle them the same day you pick them. That will help them stay crunchy. Give them another reason why they should stay crunchy.
Well, there's something, a chemical that the blossom end produces.
Yep.
That's what softens them. And a lot of people used to put grape leaves, and still do, in their pickles because it counteracts that chemical in the blossom. So just cut the blossom end off and you ain't got to put grape leaves in there.
There you go. That's what she's talking about right there. And it looks like we are probably going to be doing bread and butter pickles. And this is going to be our brine right here, I believe. Ain't that the brine? Bread and butter brine?
Well, that's some leftover brine. If you have leftover brine from your pickles, just put it in a jar and put it in the refrigerator and save it for your next time. That way, if you run out, you still have some. We're going to make more. That's not enough.
Okay. But that is going to be for the bread and butter. Here's going to be our recipe.
Yeah, let them see that. So
yep. This is going to be our recipe right here. Let y'all have it. You can always pause the video and check it out. These are traditional bread and butter pickles. And we're going to be doing everything on this except for the ground turmeric because the master gardener can't do that. She don't do turmeric.
Can't do turmeric.
Nope, can't do turmeric. Turmeric's too sour.
Is that what it is?
All right, the brine is done boiling. And we are fixing to start adding the pickles to the jars.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
All right, what are we doing? Oh, look at them banana peppers.
Yeah, we had a surplus of banana peppers. So, and they're really good as bread and butter. So I'm throwing some of those in there. And you got to pack your jars really good because when you pickle them, when you water bath them, the cucumbers shrink.
These have been sitting in salt water, by the way.
2 hours.
Icy salt water, yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours they sat in salt water to draw the moisture out. So they'll stay crunchier. But we fill this up and mash it down, trying to make and get as many in there as you can so that when it does shrink up, you're not left with a lot of brine and no pickle. I'm not real good at this part.
It looked pretty good to me.
I always wind up with air or liquid. The jars were in boiling or hot water, almost boiling. Because our brine, you bring your brine to a boil and you don't want to put it into a cold jar.
Right. That keeps it from busting. If you got hot jars, you need put your hot brine in a hot jar, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we do things, I do things a little bit different than the recipe. So this is not a tested food safe thing. Now what he took a picture of earlier is, but the way I process them, because my pickles will get mushy if I do it like that book says. I don't put these cucumbers into that boiling broth. And I don't process them for 10 minutes. I process for 5 minutes because my canner takes a little bit to get up there to boiling. So this is one of those do your own thing kind of deals.
Well, it keeps your pickles crunchier too. If you processed them for 20 minutes, they would be mushy.
Yeah, I'm using an electric canner, and my electric canner has to come up to a boil. If you're using a water bath on the cook stove, you're seeing it boiling when you drop your jars in there. So they're really only going to be in there for 10 minutes. Well, mine's going to be in there for, possibly a little longer than 10 minutes coming up to a boil. So that's why I do it just a little bit different. I love my electric canner though, so. We're packing these pretty tight. And after we get them packed up tight, the headspace on these is a 1/2 inch, generous 1/2 inch. So just a little more than a 1/2 inch, where you want to have your pickles in your broth. Your brine, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying broth.
Well, it looks like broth.
I'm having word difficulties today.
It's a broth.
But yeah, we'll pack all of our jars and then we'll start putting brine on them. Gotta move my stuff out of the way. I'll go ahead and show you what I mean by putting brine on these, so you don't have to sit and watch me do all that stuff. This is our brine. It's from the recipe other than no turmeric. It's vinegar, sugar, and mustard seed. I got them in there so tight it ran over. And there's going to be air. We'll have to debubble it. And probably add some more brine to the pickles after I debubble. Debubble, you're just getting the air bubbles out of the jars.
Yeah, you got a little stick, you smash it down in there, right?
Yeah, but I've lost my little stick, so I use the wooden handle on a handle on a wooden spoon.
That'll work.
Yeah, it works. That needs a little bit more already. Because you do want it, you know, like I said, a generous 1/2 inch, because if your headspace, and headspace is what's at the top of the jar, between the top of the jar and the product, that needs to be accurate, because it won't be food safe if there's too much airspace. Kind of neat, huh?
It is.
Science.
Science!
Right? Science. Alright, now I'm going to debubble these as best as I can with a wooden handle spoon. You don't ever want to use any kind of like aluminium stuff in your pickled products. You want to use like stainless steel or wood or glass, because if you do use aluminum,
Yeah, that word.
your product will have a weird, yucky taste.
Like a metallic taste, probably?
Yes, it'll be a metallic taste. It won't be good. Let me move that out of the way.
Now, I would have thought you'd have put alum in here. I thought alum was what you used in pickles to make them crispy.
Some people do.
Oh.
And there's a product called Pickle Crisp that people use. I don't have any. If I had some, I probably would have used it. I've never used it before, but notice how all the liquid started going down?
Yeah.
In the jar when I did this. That's how much air's in there. It's very sticky though, because there's like I don't remember how many cups of sugar in this stuff. It's on the recipe. Lots of sugar. Pickled products and jams and jellies are usually first-time canning projects for people because of the high acidity of the vinegar and the high sugar content of the fruit, and things are just a little less scary to make. Okay, I gotta get this off my hands.
You bet.
What we'll do next, gotta watch, I got some gnats in here from the produce. This is vinegar. We don't want that sticky rim because it'll compromise our seal. So you just take and wipe. You can use a rag if you want to. I use fabric softener in my laundry, and I don't want that on the rim of my jars. But you just wipe the rim real good. You can feel that sticky on there. Keep changing your towel out if you want to. If any of your jars don't seal, you can always reprocess them. You can also you can reprocess them, or you can just let it cool down and put it in the fridge, and that'd be the first jar you eat. It's not an end all. I'm gonna put these on fingertip tight. These 3 jars are ready to go in the canner.
All right. Then we have to cover them with water, right?
Yeah, they have to be covered with water. We're only going to do 4-quart size jars. The rest are going to be half pints. We're trying to do 2 years worth of bread and butter pickles. I usually do them every other year, and we use these in like for snacking or chicken salad. I like them in potato salad. We'll do these. We done some hot pickles. Probably gonna do some more pickle relish, sweet pickle relish. You like that sweet pickle relish, and we're down to like 1 jar of it. So as long as the cucumbers are doing good, we'll probably keep making pickles until we get a good supply. All right, let me get this next thing of cucumbers. Bring them over here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in there. So have them out of the way. I prefer to use a wide mouth jar like these. It's just easier to get everything in there. Got more room to work. And I usually have more onion in my pickles, but I didn't realize I was out. Well, I only have 1.
Red onion is good.
Yeah,
It's hard for us to keep that around.
Yeah, I used the one I had, and then I used what was in the freezer. So I gotta get some more red and white onions. That's something we need to start growing. If I can keep you out of eating them, huh?
I don't like them. I really like those salted banana peppers.
They were salty. There's all different kinds of ways to pickle. You can do it fermented. Those are good too. They make a nice, did I squirt you?
No, you're fine.
They make a nice salty pickle. Make sure they're down in there good. Cause see, I got the space, I can see it. We gotta brine them up. Any brine you got left over, like I said earlier, you can save for the next time. Just put it in a jar and put it in your fridge.
And label it brine.
Yeah, if you're gonna forget, label it brine. Or if you run out, like I probably will do, just whip you up some more. It don't take long. It just takes a lot of sugar. I think if I can get the 4 pints and 4 or 5 half pints, that would be enough to last a couple of years. As long as nobody sometimes we just sit down and we eat a whole jar of them. We get to craving pickles. they're awfully pretty before they're cooked. Before they're canned. After they go through that water bath, they aren't as bright green. Alright, we're going to debubble. They have kits that you can get like big box stores that have your funnel and your jar grabber lifter and your debubbler, all of that in there.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody's ever looking for a starter kit, they're usually pretty reasonable. My hands are clean. I've probably washed them a million times. There's a little fruit fly just flying around.
Trying to get in there with pickling.
That vinegar, he likes the smell of that vinegar. But if you grow produce or you buy produce at the store, you're going to have fruit flies. Part of it. Need to get these. I gotta pick up some more. I call these flats, the little lid part, and the rings. That one ain't no good. I gotta get some more next time I see them. Notice I'm down to just a couple of boxes. You may want to.
All right, so now we're just going to fill them up with water, turn them on, and what are we going to? How long are you going to do these? You said
5 minutes.
5
in
minutes.
a water bath.
5 minutes in a water bath, and that's the way we do our bread and butter pickles.